Excellencies, the Vice Chairman of Commission 7, Pak Satya Yuda, the Vice Chairman of SKK Migas, Pak Zikrullah, my uh, honorary members of the Parliament, members of the Commission 7, my esteemed colleagues from the IPA, Pak Samsul Alam, the Upstream MD of Pertamina, the organizers of the conference from the Indonesian Economic Forum, also the representative from Kadin, Pak Bobby, my esteemed colleagues and peers from the industries. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to all of you. I am very pleased to welcome all of you today, and representing PGN, the National Gas Company. We're proud of to be part of this agenda important conference today to highlight the importance of natural gas role as one of the major energy source for fostering economic growth of Indonesia. As proxies of the downstream sector of the natural gas industry, we would like to highlight a few factual points of the state of the natural gas industry today. The natural gas industry today basically only accounts for half of the national energy mix target that will be the long-term target of the government for 2025. What we produced back in 2013 accounts only for half of what we needed for 2025 to enable natural gas to fulfill 22% of the entire national energy mix. Indonesia, because of the lack of infrastructure, because infrastructure development started late in this country, has basically made most of the production in the past have gone to be exported to other countries. But as you can see from the slide, chart number 3, you can see the demand from the domestic side is increasing at a faster rate, which is represented by the orange part of the slide, of the curve. And you can see as well that our ability to fulfill energy demands from the domestic oil production has consistently declined in the past decade. That means that we need to accelerate the availability of infrastructure needed so that Indonesia is able to utilize future gas production. We still have a healthy reserve to production ratio. We still have a healthy reserve in terms of natural gas for future production. However, I would like to highlight the lack of infrastructural availability that will be a key challenge for Indonesia to overcome if we were to optimize the use of natural gas in the energy mix. To overcome these challenges, which has been plagued with lack of conducive policies in the past with regard to the needed fiscal and non-fiscal incentive, we need to overcome the challenge by promoting um, a more conducive regulations and policies by the government to enable all the players from the upstream to the downstream to be able to produce efficiently, to have certainty of their investment return, and to have sustainability um, in keeping a long-term investment posture in Indonesia. Next slide. You can see the present day condition of Indonesia infrastructure on the graph that we have on the above, and you can see what is needed by 2025. So you can see, although most of the transmission network has been laid out to cover 2/3 of Java as well as Sumatra, a much greater homework still lies ahead in terms of connecting the nation's major economic centers where major demand will be coming from in Sumatra, Java, and Kalimantan through further expansion of national pipeline grid, be it in transmission and distribution, as well as the virtual grid or the virtual pipeline network that needs to be built to connect the middle part of Indonesia as well as the eastern part of Indonesia. We have forecast that for the nation to meet its target of fulfilling 22% of energy coming from natural gas, we would need around 15,000 to 25,000 kilometers additional length of pipeline as well as virtual pipeline. What I mean by virtual pipeline is the connectivity that needs to be built, in order for us to be able to utilize liquid natural gas in the future to fulfill gas demand, especially on the scattered and remote area that is divided by bodies of waters in the surrounding islands in the middle and eastern part of Indonesia. We need 14 new liquefaction plants. We need 74 regasification terminal that is connected to the pipeline grid. We need 750 gas filling station for land transportation, and we need to build 2.8 million new connection for household city gas. That is a huge amount of undertaking that we need to do in order for us to be able to utilize natural gas that still Indonesia has in the future. I would like to leave you with that thought. So we, as the proxy of the downstream natural gas industry, would like to invite participation partnerships with our upstream partners, midstream and downstream partners to work together to accelerate the build-up and expansion needed to fulfill this huge infrastructure undertaking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bapak